Now, as far as the extra point and moving your player or moving any players on the kick, to me, I think it comes down to this. And you got to go ahead, everybody who's listening, look at the mirror. Go find the mirror if you can. Just take a look at yourself for a minute and ask yourself, do I know how to block a field goal consistently or on a consistent basis? If I wanted to, can I block a field goal on a consistent basis? That's the question. If the answer is yes, that you know how to, you know the techniques, you know the strategy on how to consistently block a field goal, how to consistently block an extra point. If you know the recipe for that, and you've got the ingredients, and you're hungry to block that kick, to block that extra point, and you know how to do it, then I say that you are maliciously doing it, and it needs to stop. I don't think there have been any field goal blocks or any extra point blocks, but if you know how to do it, and if you were to attempt it, then that's malicious. And I'd say it doesn't belong here. Don't do it. Refrain from doing it. The field goal block, the extra point, it just doesn't happen. It just does not happen. And one thing that I do, and you guys have seen it in the Facebook, one thing that I've done is I purposely grab I think he's the farthest defender from the line, and I move him back because honestly, I don't even want to block the field goal on accident. I would hate to be a tight game where, let's say it's a tie game and my opponent's there to take the win or even to tie the game. And, I'm messing around and I punch through the line and I bang through the line and I somehow get there by luck. I wasn't maliciously trying to do anything, but I get there by luck. It would be my first block in Madden history. And for me to do that would not, even if I were to get it, it would not sit well with me. I couldn't even talk to I wouldn't even know how to respond to my opponent. I mean, what do you say? I mean, think of it. He's over there wondering what the hell just happened. I'm over here celebrating. Oh, man, I can't believe I just blocked your kick, dude. Oh, man, that was crazy. I've never done that before. Come on now. That's cheesy. That's ridiculous. I've never done that before. That shit out of here, honestly. Listen, let's use some common sense. Let's use some judgment. I think the majority of the league falls in the group where we don't know how to block kicks. We don't want to know how to block kicks, and we don't want our kicks to get blocked. So if you're in that small minority, in that handful of members, that maybe you do have a trick up your sleeve and you know how to do it, listen, just don't do it. I don't want any accidents. It's like in The Godfather when he says, if my son just so happened, if a rock was to, or if my son was just accidentally to get struck by lightning, I'm going to question some people in this room. And you know what? Maybe my producer can help me get that clip for the next week's show. But I think that's what it comes down to. I think that's the model for those type of plays. If my son was to somehow accidentally get struck by lightning, I'm going to question some people in this room. And if there happens to be an extra point block or a field goal block, then I'm going to have to question some people in this room. UFL Radio when we return.